said themselves, they projected a winning of over 12 to 14%. Now, when you do politics, you know how things work. If you need a bill passed, you pay the money. And you don't run it yourself. Hell no. If you run it yourself, you're a fool. You pay the top lobbyist company the money to run it for you. You see all these stupid bills that we look at when we go to vote, like, how the hell did this one get up here? Who ran and who did this one? Well, the thing was, they paid a lobbying company $1 or $2 for a person to go grab a signature. And that's how that got on the ballot. Okay, so, as of right now, we're looking at legalization in 2016. The thing that scares me, and we already see that they're already here. MPP's here, they're talking to dispensary owners, trying to rally money right now. They're planning on legalization 2016. And it's going to be idled off of the Colorado bill. Now, I like the Colorado, everybody's happy, woo-ha-ha. But the taxing? I mean, you're raping somebody for a plant. I mean, and if you're out of state, by the way, if you're out of state, you can't buy an eighth. You cannot buy a quarter. You got to buy a gram, a per gram. Well, I don't know. I heard you could buy at most a quarter. I had one of my grower friends went up there. But the thing was, this one dispensary, which had a line out the door, was selling it for $33 a gram. Tax included. $33 a gram. We did the numbers. That's $940 for an ounce. That is what MPP's bringing in. And by the way, do you think we're on grow rights? Colorado has 6 plants. 6. 3 flowering, 3 in veg. Oh, I said that wrong. But they have 6 plants. 6 plants. How are you going to juice with that? So we as the Phoenix Cannabis Coalition, we're here for the people. As we were with Phoenix No More, we're here for the community. So I had a friend, let's just call him, I don't know what, trichome guy?
Oh shit, I was right next door to that one.
Well, we've got an initiative here. The only way to get this is if we have money. Okay? And listen up, guys. Anybody could do this. Anybody has a phone. Anybody has an email. Okay? You don't have to be a part of the Phoenix Cannabis Coalition. You don't have to be a part of NORML. You don't have to be a part of MEP. You have to be a part of yourself. Okay? I just looked at the Forbes magazine. They just came out with the 5 top donors. And the lowest one was like $400 million they donated. In order to get this campaign won and hire the right people to do it, because guess what MPP's doing? They're just trying to get money from everybody, hire the right people to do it. Fortunately, they ran out of it. All we need to do is hire one lobbying company. If we get a donation of $1 million, we talk to some rich friends, I don't know. But about 1 million, 1.5 will guarantee it. We could put a bill through. And we could pay. We won't have to be worried. We bring jobs to Arizona because people get $1, $2 a signature. Right here, I have here, Arizona Legalized Marijuana Initiative. This bill was authored by Jack Herrera himself. We all know Jack Herrera. Now, this is 4 pages, and I'm not going to go through 4 pages, because this is just a thought in the air right now. But let me just state this. Where was that beautiful line at?
It's one of the best ones out there right now.
Okay. It is. It was number 7 there. Okay. Number 7. Commerce in cannabis hemp euphoric products shall be limited to adults 21 years of age. Oh, sorry, you're 18-year-olds. Apologize. We had to wait for booze. You got to wait for weed. For the purpose of, now this is the hugest part, for the purpose of distinguishing personal from commercial production 99 flowering female plants and 12 dried pounds of cured cannabis hemp flowers. 99 plants, 12 pounds. How does that sound to have? Can you juice with that? Can you make whatever you want to make? Can you eat off of that? That isn't a reasonable amount. Every single bill that's going across this country right now, MPP has been under it, except a couple of them. MPP has been covering the whole state. Washington, yes. Good job, MPP. But they're putting our plant in still a criminal state.
Yeah,
1 ounce?
it still has black market prices. You know,
I mean, we are... Oh, we got a question over there?
I would just like to say in defense of NPP that my impression has always been that what they do is try to construct a bill that actually has a decent chance of passage in the particular state where they're going.
Very true.
I think that's what they did here. Unfortunately, it's obviously far from ideal.
Very true. And to add on to that point, he is correct. That was MPP's ideal for adding in the 25-mile rule. But when it, no offense, when it came to voting day, they saw one thing: legalized medical marijuana. That's what they saw. Legalized medical marijuana, yes or no? I mean, they saw a little bit more in there, but honestly, guys, we've got the momentum. 61% already in Arizona favoring it. Within the next year or two, they're going to realize nobody's dying from marijuana. Nobody's dying in all these car accidents. The next couple of years, people are getting the stats, the statistics of the actual marijuana now. So, I'm not going to be happy with 2.5 ounces. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I've been an activist for 16 years of my life. And they're going to give me 2.5 ounces? Kiss my ass. I'll take the 2.5 ounces. Don't get me wrong, I'll take them. I'm not going to jail. I will be legal. But I want more. And I think every American in this country should have more. We should be able to juice our plants. So on that, everybody look at Forbes when you go home. Look at Forbes magazine. Look at the donations. Look at the big millionaires. I mean, yeah, we don't have $1 million. I can't just say, hey, I got $1 million, we got this. I can't. But if we could get one person, Bill Gates donated $980 million. $980 million. And by the way, he donated that to his own charity. He donated to his own charity. But we need one of those 980 millions. We all like the computers. We stay online. Google a name. We could skip trace and find it. And if anybody needs skip trace and help, I've got a lot of people that I know that professional skip tracers. Okay, and on that, I would like, if everybody has a cell phone on them, I got a phone number. I'd like you to call tomorrow or the next day. And this guy is the reason why the legislation didn't go through. His name is Eddie Farnsworth. Oh yes, so if anybody wants to, put this number in your phone. It is area code 602. I'll repeat it, don't worry. 926-5735. Eddie Farnsworth. Area code 602-926-5735. And as you of Arizona citizens, feel free to talk to him and bring up that, well, ask him why, or I don't know, tell him how you feel. And on that note, my other little group, the Healing Phoenix, we did Dodge for Hunger this past Sunday. It was awesome. I think I saw Omar over there. He was on my team. We had a lot of cancellations. Good news is we raised $260 to the Joshua Tree. And basically it's a group that feeds HIV, AIDS, and homeless people in Phoenix. So all the money that goes there, it stays in Phoenix. So we raised $240, $260, and we got third place. We got third place, people. So, on that, I'm gonna pass the microphone to Ricky.
Sorry.
Free it. Free it. Free it.
Is this mine? Okay. Also, I forgot to share with you guys, the Human Solution has a radio that comes on Sundays. So if you guys have any stories or anything you guys want to share with the Human Solution radio, you guys can listen to it online. Just if there's a link that we always post up on the Human Solution page, I'll have it also linked up to the PCCO Facebook feed, so you guys can hear that out. But if you guys want to call in, share anything you guys want to share about what's going on here in the Valley or what you feel is going on, their number is, it's a Human Solution radio. You can also find them at humansolution.org. The telephone number to the radio station is 626-414-3224. If you guys have any stories or anything you guys want to share that's going on here, please feel free to call them. Again, the number is 626-414-3424. And they're just willing to get a bunch of stories and a lot of things going on because everybody's listening to this and get good feedback for Arizona. So anyways, without saying, I am done here. Eric, anything else you want to share?
Oh yeah, we do have some videos. We're gonna be playing some awesome activism, like just that shows you you're right. So we're gonna be playing some videos. A couple things. Let's see, anything. Smoke Fatties Day is happening on March 14th. Everybody, make sure you get one of you got in your emails, and make sure you get an agenda because we have a lot of lists. Okay.
You guys got the clip? Is that the clipboard with the emails? If you guys want to get any feeds of what's going on with PCC or the Human Solution, please. There's a clipboard there. Put your email address on there, and we'll make sure that we keep you in touch. Also, there was a bunch of goodie stuff. I don't know what happened over there, but we got the Google stickers here. If you guys want to grab any of these and stick them anywhere, these are fantastic. The notification little Google stickers. So help yourself. I think the rest of the paraphernalia is somewhere around. There's a bunch of more stacked in there too as well.
Yeah. Okay. We unfortunately don't have a raffle product. Sorry guys, but we have two awesome female T-shirts that we give. Interesting. But we're not gonna do any raffles, but we have a donation bin coming around. Please put what you can in there. We do pay the Firehouse for electricity and allowing us to be here.
Thank you, Firehouse.
If anybody has any petitions that they brought, you got this man Anthony right over there. Raise your hand. He can take your petitions from you and Anthony, sign off on those.
I have a little stack that you can come over here.
Dennis did not make it tonight, unfortunately. James, are you around? James Fukashi. I know I butchered your last name. James John, over to the computer. James John Hahn to the laptop for technical difficulties. Medical Marijuana's Farmer Market coming on the 15th. Let's see, Zonka Court Support is happening on March 24th. Cindy's case is up in May. We'll remind you closer to that. We'll be getting a bus up for that. Also,
if you guys don't have a car, please let us know. We will definitely want to get these people that are up north some support. So if anybody needs any rides or anything, or we can, all go in on gas and stuff like that, I'm sure one of us can all carpool to go up there to show support.
Okay. And currently, right now, what's going on in Yavapai County? We've got our Yavapai Cannabis Coalition up there trying to do some good things. But they just held like a little, I don't know, a city board council that stated that they don't want legalized marijuana here. Yeah, Yavapai is not a fan of marijuana. Yeah, Polk, she's evil. She's as evil, if not more, than Montgomery himself.
I think they're very
Hard to believe.
I don't know.
You gotta be bad.
Oh yeah, Zonka was talking about recalling Polk, a recall ballot. So
He needs help working on the ballot though.
if everybody has any time, hit up us on Facebook and we'll get you that information, get you right there. 420's coming up next month, and it actually falls on an Easter. Should be fun. I heard a couple parties already going on. What I'm gonna do is for the Phoenix Cannabis Coalition, I'm in workings with this. Ooh, wow. Bet you woke everybody up there. We're gonna have a party medicated / safety bus for everybody. I'm gonna put it online. It's gonna be $25 to get on. What you're gonna do is the bus is you're gonna be able to medicate on the bus, and you're gonna be getting bused legally to different marijuana 420 parties throughout the valley for 420. So basically, it's gonna start around 2 o'clock, go on to about 8 o'clock. So if anybody wants that, look up. That's future coming. Tempe Up and Smoke is having a pre-420 party, April 19th. They just bought a whole new place. They rented out the whole parking lot. They have about 12 vans, expecting about 500 people there. So Up and Smoke in Tempe, that's April 19th. That's gonna be on Baseline and Mill. Ooh, we getting close. How much more can I fill in? Let's see. Welcome to Mojave County AZ Cannabis Coalition. Free the weed to you guys.
I think there's still, is there still March 29th range event?
March 29th, yes.
At the Olive Branch.
March 29th at the Olive Branch. They're going to do a medical marijuana bake-off. Sounds fun. So make sure you have somebody to pick you up afterwards. Don't try to drive home. I would not recommend that one. Okay, looks like we're going. Okay, so basically we got a couple videos that we wanted to show you guys that just gives us that oomph into legalizing. So once we get the volume... All right, press play. All right, guys, pay attention. Free the weed. Turn my mic off. And the volume will rise.
Really regular. Underage alcohol use for slowing down. Now that's the decision. One of the things that occurs is we have to get representative for Ruben Gallego, state representative for District 27, and also assistant minority representative for
Volume!
and he's going to usually that will start with well, I think in terms of these cartels, we should be doing this right a little bit
So you?
I think we're going to be able to really put it online, and they'll have to.
I can't believe it. 2 years later, you're still in shit storm.
Power and profitability of the drug cartel. One of the Yeah, how the curve is like, what kind of system do you want to
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? All right, so I have a little more technical difficulties, guys. Last month, we had volume. We just didn't have video. This month we got video, we just don't got volume yet, but we're getting it. We got Joe, he used to be Phoenix Normal's old director working on it, so give us a couple moments.
Hey, boss.
We're trying to work this out.
You want to tell them?
Pharmacy is good advice.
Really cool. Not too far from there.
Not too bad. Good looking out, buddy.
All right, no problem.
I don't know. Sure you want to go sit on
right now is easier for young women to get into
So much about time.
really regulated, and they've got underage alcohol use taken down. And I'd like to see something happen. One that occurs is we have a well-regulated system for selling marijuana and recreational marijuana, so that way when we first legal market people have available to get marijuana, there's been a license to it. And also just a realization that drug dealers are fighting for someone that's not okay. And it was going to cost marijuana and losing the drug war was just talking about this. Well, I think in terms of these cartels, we should be possible operators.
Here, buddy. What?
Just efforts.
Yeah, I mean they're working on it over there, but I don't know what it is. I think that amp is just.
So what's your dog's name?
Nick. Yeah. Mickey. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. What? Oh, we're gonna cancel it, man. We can't get it. You got it? Then play it. Right there, play button, right on it. Click play. I can't hear you. Hey, man. Yeah, hold this guy. Hey, y'all. They're gonna have a hand. There we go. Huh?
That's it. You don't want me to take another part now?
No, I got it.
Hey, y'all. I don't know if I'm in the wrong. I don't think so, man. Because I'm sending people from that pharmacy by my house. I'm sending them to the farmer's market.
The dispensary?
Yeah. Because I met like 7 people. Like 2 days I went to the restaurant, got my free van, and all this month, every day, they give you a free pre-roll.
Yeah.
So I said, right on.
Alright, take off, man. Yeah.
Have a good night. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, see you Friday. You gonna be down there? Okay. Are we here? Across the street?
Yeah.
Down the street?
No, I'll be hanging out.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, right here.
Oh, you'll be here?
Well, no, I'll be like, right there.
There's a glass door.
Block over.
know where the guys go. Look.
Yeah.
So I got like 7 people coming. I got one dude's number today. Some dude said he no.
What are they giving you?
Oh, no.
I sent to a lot of people through the evaluation process. Are you sending people to the markets or to like a
Yeah, to the market.
that's
I'm taking them from there. That's, you know me, no fun.
I'm trying to add people all the time. But I'm actually sending them.
Dude, the cheapest they got over there is $45. That's for some cheaper areas for the regular. I said, and the cheapest indica is 55. Okay. So I told that dude, they said, we bought an agent's number. I told him, yeah, you save $5, maybe $10 on it. You go to the farm market third Saturday on the 15th.
Right.
I don't think he said he let everybody know Harry said.
There's no dispensary that will ever have that many men and that much variation of vegetation. There's not a single dispensary that's ever built a match. You have to combine them all, and that's what we've done. 40 plus farmers, and you make they can never, like they were just saying, they're limiting the caregivers now, like whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, damn, one grower. One grower, I mean, let's say it was Iron Chef, the best of the best. Yeah. Grow and they got and good weed. But it's just Iron Chef. It was all Tony shit. Yeah. That's good stuff. There's better shit out. I mean, there's variety. I mean, what you just hire. But if you don't want a high CBD, you want a high THC.
Yeah.
If that helps the pain.
There's everything. There's mustard, weed, everything. Ice cream, soda. He goes, no. I said, yeah. Over there, they only had that ice cream.
Yeah, a little tiny.
Yeah, that's all they had over there.
You got a Rice Krispie treat, big fucking.
Yeah, because he
I
has
got
to
GR Deli fucking chocolate brownies. You know, I got brand, really good brand high density brownies with chocolate.
I told him if you pay, no, man.
This is the DEA right here, guys. Listen up to this, guys. Pay attention.
Big John, I usually retired or
Oh, yeah.
working all, you know. You go, yeah.
We know everything about mine.
Heroin works for someone's health than marijuana. I mean, you can guess no or I don't know. If you don't know, you can look this up. You should know this is the chief administrator of Glasgow.
It's helping us a lot.
All illegal drugs are bad.
I'm glad it's got high drive. So people realize what idiots the federal government is.
I think you're asking if the objective is correct.
Hey, Mo! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's what government do?
Huh?
The government,
Yeah.
that dude?
Her.
Her.
She's the head of the DEA.
He's helping us,
She's drug
right?
enforcement administrator.
He's helping us, right?
Huh?
Because he's talking about heroin, like medication. You know what I mean?
She's the administrator for the DEA. She's a moron. Which one's more addictive? Which one is more addictive?
You mentioned your top priority, I believe you indicated, was the use of prescription drugs. It's one of the main classifications of prescription drugs. Painkillers that you're concerned about? And are those painkillers addictive?
Yes, they are.
Exactly.
Are those painkillers more addictive than marijuana?
All illegal drugs
Evading my answer or what? All drugs. All these drugs are addictive.
kids love rock. And I know you're obviously in the law enforcement background, but I'm sure you're also familiar given your position with the science of the matter. And I'm asking that, you know, again, clearly you're establishing use of prescription drugs as the top priority. Is that there are indications that prescription drugs are more addictive than marijuana?
Killing their bodies. All illegal drugs are addictive.
Okay, your agency has established that prescription drugs are the top priority in indications. Does that mean that use of prescription drugs is a greater threat to public health than marijuana?
Because it's been emerging, because people are creating that is why we prioritize.
Well, in many states, including Colorado, we have a legalized and regulated regime of medical marijuana. And we have found some great degree of success in combating the use of medical marijuana, which the science indicates, and I would certainly encourage you to look at the science, is less addictive and less harmful to human health than some of the narcotic prescription drugs that are abused, and also when they're used on patients can be very
Guys, that's the head of the DA right there. You sir. Yes. Same question. We got one more video? Oh, we got one more video. Yeah, well, this is your Oh, this was a good one, yeah.
And Mr. Cohen, did you have any opening comments? Thank you, Mr. Mike. Thank you and Mr. Conley for allowing me to participate. I think this is one of the most important committees subcommittee hearings that we've had since I've been in Congress. And because the basic respect for the law is so important, and what we do as legislators, congresspeople, is pass laws. When there's a law that is so universally looked upon as wrong, a cultural lag where the public doesn't agree with what the law is, it breeds disrespect for the law, for the entire judiciary system. Therefore, it needs to be rectified, because the foundation of our society rests upon the law. And young people think the law is a joke, and a lot of people that aren't so young think the law on marijuana is a joke, that you're taking people's liberties away. I want to go back into some history. A gentleman named Richard Bonney, and I'd like to introduce his letter. He's the Harrison Foundation Professor of Medicine and Law at UVA School of Law, Professor of Psychiatry as well, and we'll get to psychiatry later, and Director of the Institute of Law, Psychiatry, and Public Policy. He served as the Associate Director of the National Commission of Marijuana and Drug Abuse from 1971 to 73. Richard Nixon was president a long time ago, and they had deliberations on this subject of marijuana. And he wrote a paper called Marijuana, a Signal of Misunderstanding. The commission in that paper recommended decriminalization for personal use in 1972. And he said that the commission only classified marijuana as Schedule 1 temporarily until studies could come forth. And and there were studies available, and he felt clearly that the studies, and particularly some other evidence that we've got that Dr. Sanjay Gupta has referred to from the Assistant Secretary of Health, Dr. Roger Egbert, who wrote a letter on this, suggested, he's the one that suggested it be classified as one temporarily until studies could take place. Dr. Egbert said since there's still a considerable void in our knowledge of the plant and effects of the active drug contained in it, our recommendation is marijuana be retained within Schedule 1, at least until the completion of certain studies now underway to resolve the issue. So not because of sound science, Dr. Sanjay Gupta said, who changed his opinion on marijuana, but because of its absence of science, because they never completed the studies, looked at the studies, or got involved there, that it was Schedule 1. That was 1970, and there were studies underway that were never used. The idea that it's a Schedule 1 drug is ludicrous. Same as heroin and LSD, as far as their lack of medical benefits and their likelihood of causing addiction. And the DEA could start, Justice Department could start by recommending that it be changed from Schedule 1. It should be changed from Schedule 1. Let me go back to history, Mr. Chairman, and I think this is shocking to me, but it came to my attention through a Huffington Post article recently. This all started back in the late 30s. Harry Anslinger was the head of DEA and decided that people from the South, Mexico, were getting too involved in our community, our country, and that one way to do something was to start to enforce laws against marijuana, which was before that cannabis, but marijuana sounded more Mexican and objectionable to people that didn't like Hispanics. So it took on that tone, and they made it illegal. It wasn't illegal up to that time. But the war on drugs started under President Nixon. And Mr. Haldeman, for some people may not remember, Haldeman and Ehrlichman and these guys were big in the Watergate hearings, but they were the main think tank for President Nixon, if you call that think. Haldeman in a diary entry of April 28, 1969 said he, parentheses Nixon, the President of the United States, emphasized that you have to face the fact that the whole problem, and this is about drugs and the drug war, is really the blacks. The key is to devise a system that recognizes this while not appearing to. So we started with Anslinger coming down on the Latinos. And then Haldeman says Nixon did it to get at the blacks, who Mr. Conley rightfully pointed out are 4 times more likely to be arrested and 8 times more likely to be convicted. Then we had Mr. Ehrlichman, White House counsel to President Nixon, in an interview